Hello, this is History Boy. Just doing a bit of video editing. What's that app called? I've got again, which I can't remember the name of because I'm derpy. Uh, UCut. Yeah, UCut seems to be doing wonders so far. Yeah, just a little update on that. I'm going as along with that. Getting slightly better with the editing stuff, but I've only just kind of being asked to take a crack at it because um, Cap for some reason CapCut doesn't seem to be compatible with Samsung devices, so I had to make do with UCut, which seems to be quite fun navigating it. But yeah, the point of this recording is yeah, part of a playlist that I've been kind of fixing to do for a while. Fixing sound like a bit of Reading from Oz. Any fans of that show watching this? I've been binge watching that every now and again. Grim but really good show. And yeah, the subject, I suppose, just related things maybe, and not so related things. Anyway, this part of this playlist called Ruminations, and um, yeah, every now and again I've been reading about, because I've been sort of watching Rambo stuff as well, and I was listening to the Doors' really catchy number 5-1, which was brilliantly used in Last Blood. So and I've got that on one of my music playlists on YouTube and probably on Spotify as well. I think I save that many things that I lose track. Just just things to listen to, because music is music. But yeah, a big part of this episode would be the book, not by the original author of the Rambo, um, books. Or I think he only did one book. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But it was a different author who did like a prequel novel to Rambo called Year One, and that's based on Rambo's Bravo team when he was in, Nam. And if any of you remember First Blood, Colonel Troutman radios him and mentions, he lists the team members. Delmar, who's mentioned at the beginning, who died of some cancer to do with Project Orange, and Troutman mentions a crack hour, and the author did like a really good backstory on him, um, where he was the son of a Nazi who managed to either cross over to America before they entered World War II, or moved over to somewhere in the US post-war to escape all the persecution stuff in Germany and Poland or wherever. And this Krakower was, speaking of Oz, like a bit of a Vern Schillinger kind of mentality, kind of fella, where he was like very pro Nazi. I mean, he wasn't a neo Nazi, but he was like, he would continuously. I mean, I haven't read the book, but I need to. I don't need to, but I aim to get the book sometime, some point. Rambo Year One. It sounds like a really good read. There's a bit of a. I think there's a wiki. There's the author of that book has his own website, and then Rambo Year One, the book's mentioned um, on the Rambo wiki as is Krakauer, or his full name is Delbert Krakauer. Um, but yeah, apart from the kind of sort of little fan trailer things people have made. Um, Other than that, I think it'd be interesting if somebody did a like a mini series or like a full on series. You know, Rambo Year One, I'll call it, or like maybe don't let on so much that it's a Rambo thing because they sort of did that with the first Rambo. They didn't call it Rambo First Blood. They call it First Blood. It was yeah, it was yeah, it was just First Blood, and so I think I'd go with um, call it Bravo Team, just Bravo Team. You know, maybe have a poster of the team on there, or some of them, and someone with not me, maybe not, maybe not with Krakauer either. Apart from yeah, in the first film, there's a photo of Delmar, who's a big long armed hulking black fella. There's a little bit of a there's like an image of him, and you don't really see the other blokes. But yeah, there's no. I don't think there's much of a description of Krakauer and the others physically. So, but then you'd have to, of course, it being a Rambo thing, you'd have to get someone with who could rock like a young John Rambo hairdo. So yeah, that was a bit of a rumination, and yeah, and yeah. Speaking of prequels to things, I wonder how. I wonder how either a and this is yeah how a well several God of War spin-offs maybe. I wonder how a tier spin-off would work, like a game to himself, or Thor, or even like a Rise of Odin type thing, or even um, because because what I'm about to say is because in God of War Ascension you could play as Achilles, um, Apollo, I don't know, demigods, and of course in God of War 3 fighting Hercules was really fun. So yeah, like do a God of War trilogy, but call it um, Heroes of Greece, because these guys were kind of, and it counts as a prequel because these guys were knocking around before Kratos was knocking around. You know, there could be a spin-off game to do with Theseus, one to do with Perseus, and one to do with Hercules. Playing as Hercules would be fun. I mean, if anybody has played God of War 3 that are viewing this, then yeah, you'll know how intense that fight was with him. So I suppose in a way with him and Tia, I think it'd be, and maybe Thor, it'd be a bit of a challenge. You know, creating a game around them and their world and what they'd experience without it being too um, cheap, as they say in the gaming world. So yeah, can't really think of anything else because it's just more of a like an impulse thing, mulling over kind of impulse thing when it came to the fore of my front of my brain basically. But yeah, so it was Rambo prequels, Rambo prequel and God of War prequels. So yeah, this was the first episode of History Boys Ruminations, and um, yeah, I mean, I'll start uploading this from my phone because I'm doing it on my phone, but I'll when that's done, I'll delete that, and this will technically be a re-upload, like the Fun Facts episode 47, and also the culinary exploits mini web episode, where I wanted to use a image of Keith Floyd all the way throughout, and somehow I'm gonna have to I intend to figure that out. But yeah, anyway, there's that little message, um, for the end of this video. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and that's all for now. God, I sound like all the umming. Oh God, all the umming and ahhing. Yeah, before I go, I sound like bloody Hank Azaria from Friends. David, and I'm wearing glasses. That's not embarrassing at all. So cheerio.